This is a remarkable series about design and innovation. Sometimes new innovations have wow factor. Sometimes they're the quiet achiever. But one thing that's common about them all on this show, they've been designed right here in California. Welcome to California by Design. We've gathered Californian and international design industry leaders at Adobe's San Francisco campus. They're judging which innovations deserve to go through to our final and ultimately one design project to be the winning innovation for the series. The first innovation is by RKS Design, so Ravi Sawhney withdraws from the discussion.
What I especially like about this new innovation is they use a very clever transformer approach to solve this portability problem.
Lance, the designer, has convinced me to meet him here. He claims there's a gap in the barbecue market, but frankly, I'm yet to be convinced. So, Lance, does the world really need another barbecue?
Yes, Paul, and let me tell you why. Because if you want portability and capacity to feed 10 to 15 people, there's a gap in the market.
I don't get it.
Right here, we have a full-size barbecue, lots of capacity, not portable. Our tried and true, simple kettle's transportable, not portable.
Yeah.
And so our answer for portability is something like this, right?
It's not that light.
No, it's really not.
And I'd not want to put this in my BMW convertible.
You need 10 to 15 people and portability.
Yeah, people would be drunk by the time they eat from there.
They would. If you want to feed 20 or more people, this is definitely going to do the job.
But Lance, have you seen my patio? I don't have the room for anything quite like this.
And that proves my point. You don't have the space or the capacity to feed 10 to 15 people.
All right, now you've got me.
Okay, Paul, let me show you what we came up with.
Huh, it looks like a heater.
We were not constricted to making it look like a barbecue. We were just really trying to make a very functional product.
Storage is going to be easy with this thing.
Exactly, that was one of our main goals.
Aha.
We're maximizing the usability, large capacity, easy to access controls. In order to achieve something that elegantly simple, we had to put a lot of thoughtful engineering in here to ensure that it is robust, because this needs to be capable of being thrown around. You want to see it in the flesh?
I'd love to. Here she is.
Yep.
Well, ergonomically better to hold.
Yep.
Feels like a briefcase, actually.
Okay, let's open her up.
Oh, so magnetic attachments.
Nothing is added to this that's an embellishment that doesn't, support making it good. Should we cook some burgers?
Let's get grilling.
How many burgers do you think we can get on this?
My best guess is 8. I'm thinking 4 and 4. Actually, there's space here. I'm going to use my fingers, which Chef Ramsay would not recommend. Well, look, we can get 3 a row here. So we are looking at 9 per grill.
We get maximum capacity, so we're not adding any bulk to this product beyond the grills themselves. These are 2 separate things, so if you have vegetarian, vegan people that are real sensitive, you can dedicate one side.
Like a thinking. So it will please the vegans in the house. I always wanted to work in a burger joint. Big ideas often come in small packages, and the most thoughtful of innovations are hidden in front of you. You just need to know where to look.
Lighting control systems have evolved so much in the last few years, but to be able to predict what somebody wants by learning what you're going to do, that's what this is going to do, and that's exciting to me.
So, where are we going?
Imagine a home that knows what you need and understand what you want even before you do. We implemented our technology into its IoT sensor networks so it's responsive to your personal needs.
Sorry, Hong, I don't think I really understand.
Yeah, it's complicated. Why not let me and Corbu here show you? While we are approaching, you see the house internal welcoming mode from the blinds rolling up and also the lights on the entryway start to light up. And you see this window turn from opaque to clear for us. Let's watch what happens when Corbu runs up the stairs. Go, Corbu, go!
Are these lights especially for the dog? Wow.
Yeah, and when we walk up, the human lights will be on.
Oh, so it's like the house is alive.
Exactly. You see, Ilan, the house knows what we want and what we need even before we do. This is a multi-function room in the house. and it's context aware. It knows that I'm ready to start working.
Oh wow, it looks awesome.
See if I want to read a book.
You should pick a white one.
Okay, they're all white. The lights will be automatically adjust for reading, and then I want to take a nap.
Oh, and the blinds. Oh, that's awesome. Gianni, help me out here. What's going on with this software?
So basically, we use thermal sensors to monitor user behavior in architecture space. This is showing that person is actually sitting down, but we can also know if he's standing up or lying down. And normally, this is done by cameras and image recognitions. But use our technology, we use very lightweight data to achieve the same result without violating people's privacy.
So for our end user, we designed this very simple, easy to understand interface for them to really know how many people are there in this house.
For example, at 1 a.m., you see many of those highlight fireflies just pop up. That means someone is having like a big party in your house and you don't want that.
This technology is called Butlr, but without the E?
Yes, we're basically replacing the middleman's manual process to manage a home. This is one of Butlr's own sensors. This is the key to seamless automation.
I'm figuring there's some sort of commercial application as well?
Yes, like figuring out gas coordination and also customer trajectories, which will be very useful for business owners.
Butlr is a technology that's a little hard to get your head around. What we're dealing with is interactive, context-aware architecture, and we need to get used to it. Because there's no denying, it is the future.
Welcome back to California by Design. There's a group of design industry leaders gathered not too far from here to judge which projects are the very best innovations of the series.
This next project is really great because it shows what design is all about: sketching, modeling, imagination, and innovation.
Transportation design is kind of a hot field right now. We hear a lot about electric cars and autonomous cars. Let's go see what they're cooking up now.
This is the beginning of the process, as you see. It's where we start making these abstract forms that we call speed forms. The 3D section is a lot about finding what we couldn't see in the two-dimensional aspect. And you can see here a model. This is a little bit bigger model. It's a 4 scale.
It's just
still
painted clay.
Just paint.
Boy, it's so perfect, isn't it? Okay, but now I'm really here to talk to you about your project because I've heard it's pretty cool.
Let's go downstairs.
Let's go.
I'll
Let's
show
check
you.
it out. Okay, man, at first glance, this is a pretty strange-looking car.
So the idea is that the car is able to expand, and it's all based on the user's needs. And for the inside, I have this other inspirational object. There's a lot of elements inside the car that don't really need to be there all the time.
What do you mean?
I would suggest the dashboard, even the seats.
If it's a self-driving car, you mean?
Exactly,
Right, okay.
Yeah. But the car is not only a journey for your physical body, but it's a journey for your emotions.
Okay.
And this is a way for the car to know what your heartbeat is. And it knows that your emotions might be calm. So the car is even preparing.
Or in my case, somebody just cut me off and I'm really ticked off about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the car responds to that. So I focus first on the scent. And also we have sound for the cars. And all of this is all put together in one single place, which is an app that we developed with the car. Essentially, this is what I think the future looks like to me. But would you like to look inside of it?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna fit.
Let's go see.
So this is what you meant by let's get inside. Virtual reality, all right. Do you think this makes you more creative?
I would say that it expanded my ability to think of new forms a lot quicker.
Okay, now I get a better feel for your concept. Antonio, you teach here at the Academy.
I do.
Can I try this?
Of course. Here's your right trigger.
Okay.
And that's going to allow you to draw, and this is your tools.
Oh yeah, it's really wonderful.
So as you see, now you're able to design in 3D. Our students are now able to experience their designs as they're iterating them.
Boy, and it is really fun, isn't it?
Very much so.
Yeah, just try to get this off of my head now because I'm going to have too much fun today. Transportation design has been around for a long time, but I think most people think of it as styling cars. As you can see from today, it's way more than that. Designers are using really new and interesting technology. I really do think there is a renaissance in the transportation field, and man, isn't it about time?
This next story is showing how surgeons expect perfection in every surgery, and this innovation helps them get there.
Doctor, I'm sorry to interrupt. What procedure is this?
This is an endoscopic sinus surgery. This is the type of surgery we would do for people with chronic sinusitis, inflammation in the sinuses.
And what are you actually doing here? Are you removing stuff from the nose?
Yeah, so things like inflammatory tissue, mucus that's trapped into the sinus cells. We're clearing it all for this patient. You want to give it a try?
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
You want me to perform surgery? Are we insured for this? You won't leave me, right?
I won't leave you.
Okay.
You can go ahead and take that. That's just a little grasper.
I see.
You can take this camera. You can put it right into the nose.
I'm going in.
Don't worry, this is not a real patient. This is just a sinus model, and this is how we learn how to do sinus surgery.
This looks realistic.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm inside a real nose.
It does, and that is what makes for really good training, and it feels the same way that it would when they're operating.
Should I remove this big fleshy part here?
Nope, that's a normal part of the nasal anatomy.
I'll avoid that.
You can get this part there. There you go.
Oh, here it comes. That must feel better. Before this innovation, how would you train normally?
People do sometimes donate their bodies to science at the end of their lives, and that is really how we have had practice in the past. But I will say that this model, it offers us the ability to have specific types of pathologies.
And how does that work?
Here are these interchangeable cassettes that you can just take out, and this cassette, for example, has an example of inflammation, chronic sinusitis. But if I put this cassette in, this has a sinus tumor. And not only that, but if I have a particular patient that has a very rare type of tumor that I'm trying to address, then I could ask for them to create a model based on that particular patient's imaging. And then I can practice on this model before I actually go forward and do the surgery.
At the end of the day, we're an advanced manufacturing company, and having medical experts like Dr. Patel providing us feedback is absolutely crucial. So I find that in Australia, the medical sector is a little bit reserved, a bit reluctant to change. In America, they're certainly more advanced because they're at the cutting edge of medical technology, and they want change. They want to have leading-edge products to advance surgical procedures. Culture is so important. You have to have the right attitude. You get the valued feedback, and that's exactly why we're here in California.
The mantra for teaching surgeons is currently see one, do one, and teach one. And by one, I mean hundreds of procedures that help bring surgeons up to speed. This innovation will fast-track that process and deliver better outcomes for patients.
Welcome back. We're ultimately looking for the #1 California innovation for the series.
So presbyopia is a disease that's all about age deterioration of eyesight. And this next technology is all about incorporating a novel solution to address that.
Between you and me, I'm not getting any younger. And where I really notice it is my eyesight. It's changing. Linda, your eyes are really important to what you do.
Yes, I'm a photographer. I make a living using my eyes.
So when you're working, how do you deal with it?
When I take a picture, I get my readers, which are like around my neck with a granny chain, and I put them on, look at the back, put them off.
Dr. Briscoe, this is really an issue. It's very common.
It is. Eventually, we will all lose the ability to see close up, and there's no real treatment for it. So the lens in our eyes hardens and oxidizes, and that's what makes it stiff so that you can't zoom in or zoom out to change focus. And I wanted a mobile solution that is not just another reiteration of reading glasses. So I started off with really old tech, trying to see what would work to allow my patients to see on the phone and also off the phone. And I met RKS, which is an industrial design company, and they did a 3D model for me of what my vision was.
Mike, when Dr. Briscoe approached you, what was her design brief?
Well, this is what she came to us with. So she was looking for some design work and then optimization for manufacturing.
Yeah, I would say it's a little chunky.
This detail here was inspired by eyeglass hinges. So we're looking for something that was really compact. This is a perfect mechanism. They come really small.
Nice, elegant detail.
Yeah. So it adds a little bit of magic to the user experience.
We love magic. So Dr. Briscoe, I am so excited to see your innovation.
Here it is. This is our latest prototype.
You know what I like about this is when it's closed, it just looks like a high-tech phone case.
I know, but it also allows you to use it as a reading lens so that you can read a menu or a program or a price tag.
Look at that. Dr. Briscoe, I think we should take this out and show some people.
Okay, let's go. So I wanted to see what you think of Nearsight, my invention. Let's check it out.
We gotta check it out?
Yeah.
As far as it goes. Oh!
Sweet, huh?
This is amazing.
I had the same reaction. So Brian, I know that you coach Elise, and do you think she's on a winner with this product?
I believe so. I think I would buy this.
I really like Dr. Briscoe's spirit. She had an idea for a solution. She engaged an industrial designer, and as you can see, she takes no prisoners.
In this series, we've introduced the Planet Innovation Bright Award. Sam Lanyon will select an innovator from the series for entry into the PI Bright program, which will assist them in building their commercial and technical strategies and connect them with global partners.
The winner receives access to Planet Innovation's award-winning Bright program. We're going to work alongside that business to help them accelerate into the US market.
Our quest to find the best innovations from around California continues.
With LED technology today, you can do some incredible things. So if at home you're doing a vlog, you can have your mic, a little camera, one of these lights. It's a professional setup.
Smile, look at each other. Good.
What's going on here?
We're shooting a quick scene on the beach. Daniel, our professional videographer, is not using any supporting light. So let's see what kind of footage you got.
It lacks a little bit of definition, perhaps, or depth.
That's right, it's pretty flat. And usually there are a lot of supporting lights to video a simple shoot like this.
So should we help him out?
I think a few Litra lights will make a big difference.
Would you like some extra crew?
Yeah, I would love that.
Very good.
Here we have 4 Litrastudios. This is a first of its kind hybrid portable studio lighting. Waterproof, rugged, we can take it literally anywhere. And these 4 babies are gonna pump out 12,000.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's check it out, shall we? Oh wow, what a difference.
It's made an amazing improvement. Look at the highlights in the eyes. Look at the shadows in the faces. So Daniel, you're the cameraman. What do you think about this new shot?
You know, I really think it brought up the production value in this whole shot.
Yeah, that really looks fantastic. But you know, it's actually RGB WW. That means it's capable of millions of different color combinations. In fact, we've got a little dance party going on over here.
Super cute. You look great. Let's take a look at the results. Actually, that's extraordinary. Look at the definition you've got there. I mean, it's a professional shot.
That's right. And look at the skin tones. It really brings out the red and the life in their skin.
And these are not ideal circumstances, right? We've got the sun behind us. It's a gray day. It's very bright.
And if the light wasn't on, they would have been completely silhouetted. Hey, Paul, have you heard good things come in small packages?
I have.
Well, check this out.
Wow, what's this?
This is the Litra torch.
Extraordinarily powerful.
And if you think that's bright, check this light out. That's the Litra Pro. So that'll go to 1200 lumen, and it's bicolor. It'll go from 3000 Kelvin up to 6000 Kelvin.
So where would I use something like this?
These lights are small, portable, durable. You can take them on any adventure.
Such as?
Rock climbing, biking, even underwater.
Hold on, I have an idea. I know some cool guys from a previous episode who would love these. Oh, sorry. Great images are a combination of highlights and shadows that bring depth and drama. And the good news is, it doesn't have to cost a Hollywood budget.
We're just about ready to announce which innovation projects from this episode are going on to the final later in the series. But first, a Design International Spotlight.
As a parent, I know firsthand what it's like to have your kids infested with lice. It's gross. And up until now, the solution to get rid of them has been equally gross.
Moshe, I guess this is a typical scene families would have all over the world.
Yes, what we see is the chemicals being used to get rid of the head lice. Insecticides, some of them are the permethrin. Kids react to those with seizures, headaches.
Does the lice actually start to develop an immune to these things after a while?
We call those the superbugs.
This is quite similar to our overuse of antibiotics.
Yes, this is correct. The more we use, the less effective it becomes.
Michelle, as a responsible mum, how do you feel about putting chemicals through your child's hair?
It really worries me. I would actually really want to wash it out right now.
Yeah. I mean, someone who's, super precious about the environment as well, I'm kind of seeing all this stuff going straight down the drain and, into our systems. And I can smell it as well. Like, it's a really, really pungent.
But what else can you do? It feels like the lesser of two evils. You can't leave the lice in.
Moshe, I sense you've developed a solution to this whole horrible, nasty problem we've got here.
Yes, Brendan. We developed the VCOM A1. The VCOM A1 is a non-chemical treatment against head lice and eggs. We comb the hair. The unit develops suction force, a vacuum that pulls into the capsule the head lice and the eggs.
It's surprisingly really smooth. I'm kind of really impressed. And it's a relief that I'm not having to use harmful chemicals on my child's hair.
Phoenix, what about you? Does it hurt?
Not at all, and it doesn't smell gross.
It doesn't smell. Yeah, I bet that's the best bit, right? Moshe, I noticed you've got little tiny grooves in the tooth combs here. What's going on there?
We need to create friction between the hair shaft and the head lice so we can easily get the head lice as well as the eggs off the hair.
Right, because if it was all smooth, it would just sort of slip straight through.
This is correct.
There's two main sort of functions here. There's the right angle, and then it's straight. Why have you done that?
This function is for the long hair versus the short hair. Normally girls, boys, easier, more intuitive to come with the 90 degrees when we use it for long hair and the 180 degrees when we use it in short hair.
So I love this little one-way valve. That's to keep the little nasties tucked away.
Yes, as we switch on, the valve opens itself. The little creatures go in, including the eggs, and maintain in the capsule.
And that just gets tipped straight in the bin.
This no touch, straight into the bin.
I'm a firm believer that at the heart of good design is a problem worth solving. The V-Comb is a clever and elegant little product that is going to make a massive difference to families all over the world.
So which innovations from this episode have made it through to the final? Our finalists are Elavate Grill, because it's a true standout in the ultra-portable grill class, and Sinus Surgical Training Device, because it takes surgical simulation and training to a whole new level. Congratulations to both of those awesome innovations. Looking forward to see how they fare in our final later in the series. Join us again soon for more California by Design.
To watch this episode again and others in the series, and to cast your vote in the People's Choice Award, go to CaliforniaByDesign.com.